Super Bowl. You guys have it in
Oh,
February.
yep.
It is probably the largest cultural gathering event of the year. Doubt that we're going to have a huge gathering at the Super Bowl. Could actually be fanless. How's that going to work? And then also from an advertiser perspective, tonality, is going to be critically important depending upon where the world is at this point in
Yep.
time. Um, do you see a fanless Super Bowl? And what's the outlook in terms of advertising demand right now going into the Super Bowl? Because if we were in normal terms, you'd be out talking about that as we speak, and it's been pretty quiet.
Yep. So let me address the fan list. For me, I have been to so many Super Bowls. It's one of my favorite events. And on a personal level, I am hoping that the Super Bowl will not be fanless. However, if it is still the biggest event. Viacom CBS across the company uh, is rallying together to make it, to eventize it, to get all our brands involved. We've sent, before the pandemic, we've sent site survey teams down to Tampa and CBS Sports production teams down to Tampa to look at the waterfront where we hope to have, which would be called Super Bowl Park, as they do in many of the cities that have the Super Bowl. And we're planning to have a big footprint there. We are planning to invite our clients and our constituents down, as all the networks do when they have the game. So plans are in place. Obviously, there are contingencies in place as well, but we're hoping that it will not be fanless and that we will have fans in the stadium and we'll be able to entertain and enjoy the biggest event. In terms of the marketplace, right before the pandemic, as a sales organization, we sent out letters to the incumbents because people want to protect their positions. Obviously, we're still having those conversations. We are in conversations with a lot of clients about positions. And to your point, the pause right now is, what will the creative look like? What will the tonality be? And they have to figure that out. And for a lot of clients that are always there year after year, they also have to figure out what they want to say. Is it going to be a message of hope? Is it going to be selling product? Is it going to be addressing everything that's going on in the country? But there are a lot of conversations going on. When you say we're quiet, I'll just remind you that we, as an ad sales organization, do kind of not negotiate through the press in terms of what's going on with our big ticket items or what's going on with upfront. So there are conversations taking place, and I can give you a one-on-one update anytime you want.
Yeah, what I'm excited about, Joanne, and not only have you done this throughout your career in terms of turning challenges into opportunities, but I know that the CBS Viacom organization is very creative in their thinking, and I'm actually quite excited about the what ifs in terms of what we could be doing from a brand integration perspective with all the new opportunities virtually that I think are going to be created in a really creative way. And I don't think there's anybody more creative out there than your organization. So I know that our teams are talking,
Yes.
and we're excited to see what comes of that.
The one
Yep.
thing I'll say about that is, in terms of the Viacom CBS merger, and we talked a little bit about it, we had a very strong standalone broadcast network, and now we have a platform that is bigger in size than anything else out there. And we have a platform that addresses consumers right across the board, news, sports, entertainment. We just have more than anybody has, and that is the voice that we're going to be speaking with. But for the industry, our tagline, if you watched our virtual upfront, is simply stronger, because we want to simplify the process for agencies and for clients, and we don't want to make it so convoluted to try to figure out, if you're buying digital and you're buying cable and you're buying network, how does that work? So those are all the things we're working on, and I'm really impressed with all of the work that we've been able to do moving that forward during the pandemic. And we are talking to your team as well.
Yeah. Well, Joanne, as you know, I've never bet against you, and I won't surely won't start now. big supporter in what you're doing. I want to thank you for having this little fireside chat with me. You're always informative and direct, and you're providing a lot of good input and information, and wish you to stay healthy and your team. And I look forward to, standing next to you one day side by side and having a personal conversation like we used to when we get
Yes.
out of this situation.
Yes, and I will say the same to you. You are a shining light always, and always so straightforward and so creative. And it's just so great to be able to sit and chat with you like this. And as you said, hopefully we'll be able to do it in three-dimensional instead of two-dimensional soon. And I appreciate it.
Exactly. Thank you, Joanne. Stay healthy.
Okay, you too. Be well.